Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Have a few things to go over with you guys, so let's get started. The Oilers went with the following look up front at practice today. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman made up the top line. Klim Kostin, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Matthias Janmark made up the second line. Warren Foegele, Ryan McLeod, and Jesse Puljujärvi made up the third line. And Dylan Holloway, James Hamlin, and Derek Ryan made up the fourth line. Evander Kane was dealing with a personal matter today, which is why he wasn't on the ice, and it was nice to see Matthias Janmark return to the lineup after missing a few games with an illness. Zach Hyman was named the NHL's first star of the week, so a tremendous honor for him. Hyman is, of course, enjoying a career year with 56 points in just 47 games. Incredible year for Hyman. I've said this before, I'll say it again right now. Zach Hyman has to go down as one of the best free agent signings the Edmonton Oilers have ever had. He's come in, fit right in seamlessly, got a great relationship with Connor, Leon, basically everyone on the team, builds guys up, fits in on almost any line. Zach Hyman was just a perfect addition to this team, and definitely one of my favorite Oilers. As the Oilers enjoy their 6-game winning streak, they are officially undefeated in the Stu Dad and Vinny D era, as the Edmonton Oilers point out here. And we also learned something new about Vincent Desharnais today. Apparently his nickname is the Seaweed Man. Here's Jay Woodcroft explaining the origin of the nickname.
He's a big man. In the American League, we call them the Seaweed Man because players have to swim through seaweed to get to our net.
And lastly for today, I just wanted to take a look at Columbus Blue Jackets defenseman Vladislav Gavrikov, who has been named as the #1 target for the Edmonton Oilers heading into the trade deadline. It was revealed on the 32 Thoughts podcast that the Columbus Blue Jackets are allowing teams to speak to Gavrikov in an attempt to secure the best possible return. Gavrikov is a left shot, age 27, 6'3", 213 pounds. He's a pending UFA with no trade protection, and his cap hit is currently $2.8 million. In 45 games played this season, he has 3 goals and 7 assists, and averages 22 minutes and 17 seconds of ice time. Frank Saravalli of Daily Faceoff did a good breakdown on Gavrikov today. He wrote, he's a middle-pairing defenseman, but on a cup-contending team, probably a third-pairing guy. He plays a simple game, predictable. He's a penalty killer, works well with both defensive forwards and puck movers. He's a physical defender, but sits 297th in the league in overall hits, so according to stats, obviously not a big hitter. And lastly, he has taken twice as many penalties as he's drawn. So definitely some positives there, but also drawbacks with all those penalties he's taken. Apparently the price is a first-round pick and a third-round pick, or a first-round pick and some kind of prospect. Tyson over at Dolany TV suggested why not a first-round pick and Jesse Puljujärvi. That obviously makes sense. Don't know if the Columbus Blue Jackets would do that, but obviously the Oilers aren't the only team in on Gavrikov. We know Toronto's interested, the Vegas Golden Knights. I was listening to the 32 Thoughts podcast today as well, and Jeff Merrick did bring up the idea of possibly Carson Soucy coming to the Edmonton Oilers. We know the Oilers went after Soucy hard at last year's trade deadline. Obviously nothing came to pass, ended up going with Brett Kulak. I don't see the Seattle Kraken giving up Soucy. I think even if they aren't going to re-sign him, they'll probably just keep him as their own rental. I would love the Oilers to get Carson Soucy. If he was available, he'd definitely be my #1 target on defense. So let's see what happens here, guys. The Oilers are taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets next on Wednesday, so maybe Gavrikov comes to Edmonton and he doesn't leave. Let me know what you guys think of Gavrikov in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.